autumnal equinox. Welcome to your portion of the year. What's up? It's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Libra season 2023. Mama, we made it. I don't know how, but here we are already in Libra season. And Libra, when I leaned into your energy, not gonna lie, it felt a little, I say this with love, and I'm a Libra rising, and I do what I can to separate my personal life from this reading, but like, it felt a little airheady. Love you. But it just felt like there was maybe even dissociative. That could be a thing. There could just be a dissociation from an old version of yourself. There is something about comfortability and luxuriating yourself and taking like care, and it just feels like easy. There's something about going with the flow. Y'all know, those of you who fucked with me for a while know that it's only in Libra that I get access to that bliss. There's like a silent, even if I think about it too hard, I can like lean into it. There is a bliss that I feel like is available for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And that bliss spews up from this wellspring within you. And it feels really important to just like go with the flow. Everything's happening. You're not in control anyway. So you might as well be out here having fun. You might as well have a good time. Be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising. Patreon gets everything first. Over there, we clarify each card. I got a little cute cult going on. I hope to see you over there. Patreon.com/JustJEverything. For free shit, check out my Instasham at JustJ_everything. TikTok at JustJEverything. And for other dope shit that I do to schedule with me, JustJEverything.com, my website. So, be sure to check out the Libra season astrology video that has all the intricate astrological transit dates in there that you will want to pay attention to. So check that out. I am hungry to get right into this reading. So hydrate, light it if you got it. We're switching things up. I just feel like things are changing. Things are always changing, but I just feel like Libra season is the season where you start to see the earth change, the aesthetic, the environment around you physically changes, colors changing, the weather is changing, and you are changing significantly too. Let yourself. Just like the earth allows themselves, extend yourself that same grace to change, to grow, to expand, to make different decisions. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and create a safe space for my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth. Thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Libra season 2023. Baby, it feels so good. I hope you feel good, Libra. I hope you let yourself feel good. And heavy on the let yourself. Heavy on the let yourself. Heavy. You've got the South Node in your sign for the next 18 months, about. And the South Node is like where we've been. The North Node in your shadow in Aries denotes where we're going, what we're here to do, our mission. And I just feel like something in this season is like wrapping up this old concept of what you had to do, who you were supposed to be, the role you were supposed to play. It just feels like there's this reconciling of differences, this reconciling of the differences in these different versions of yourself. Closing out and laying to rest these old, outdated versions of yourself. So, all right. For Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Libra season 2023. reset. This is a brand new chapter. There's so much potential. If only you would let go. The thing about the Fool is he travels light, and I feel like you have been putting in so much work, putting in so much work to establish your magic, putting in so much work to let go of what has burdened you, what's weighed you down, and what's kept you from going at the pace that you need to be going at. I feel like this, Venus, you're ruled by Venus. Venus is now direct. Venus is heading into Virgo. Venus retrograde in Leo illuminated a lot for us. And I feel like it set forth a very clear path, and faith is required on this path. So first thing to be clarified on the selenite throne, Libra, sun, moon, and rising, is your relationship to your faith. What do you do with new potential? What do you do with these new ideas? I just feel like there is a reset that's coming in that's going to require you to take a leap of faith. Do you know the difference between a risk and a leap of faith? Do you know how to allow yourself to tap into your faith? There also, with the Fool out there, maybe somebody with Aries or Aquarius placements coming out, maybe, or coming into your life, maybe Leo placements coming into your life. I feel like also there's a new chapter in loyalty. Some of you may be getting a new pet, or there may be a new animal around, or your connection to animals is changing or intensifying or deepening in some sort of way. I feel like there's something about loyalty, someone new, someone loyal coming in, someone playful, someone fun. And I feel like you're not being so serious this season. It's your birthday, you're supposed to be wilding out. I feel like travel as much as you can, get out of the house as much as you can. This is a divine reset. Fuck back at one. We are back. This is zero. This is a clean slate that's coming in. And I feel like you may be wanting to like just really go and be risky and just go for it, especially now that Venus is direct in Leo. Venus is direct, but she's still in post-retrograde shadow until October 7th. And so that's like right, you know, still the tip of your season. And I just feel like there's this hope, there's this faith, there's this courage, there's this firepower that's really fueling you and illuminating the path before you. It feels like go with God, go with the divine, let the divine, understand that you're being divinely led. So let the divine lead you. And do what you can to really unpack or uproot all of these old, outdated narratives that you've had about yourself or stories that you've told yourself. I also feel like there's something about heights, getting up higher in altitude, or going somewhere with a higher altitude, breathing the refined air, breathing the rarefied air, which is very Aquarian. So there could be someone with like I said, Aries, Aquarius, or Leo placements coming in. There's I also just feel like you're not a fool anymore. Like you're not doing things all willy-nilly. You're not just out here saying fuck it and like going for it without thinking things through. And I feel like you've had plenty of time to think things through, and now is the time to act. In your birthday season, I mean, regardless, just that's Libra suns, but in Libra season, this is a time to act. This is a time to move forward. This is the time to tap into like, what is your definition of faith, and what does your faith do for you? How do you interact with it? Do you understand that like the faith, it is a noun that you can turn into a verb. It is something that requires action. Faith without works is dead. And I just feel like there's all this willpower. There's this firepower that your ruling planet, Venus, has been hanging out in Leo for a long time. And so that there's this warmth, there's this romance, there's this fun, there's this expression. I feel like there's this need to finally like get out. Finally you can move. Finally you're free. Finally you can explore in some sort of way, and you need to allow yourself to be hella optimistic in this exploration. All right, let's keep going. For Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For Libra season 2023. Thought I felt a card flip over. It's also like there's something about, I feel like you take your time now. You're not moving as fast as you used to. You're not being frivolous with your activities, not being frivolous or flippant with your energy. There's a decisiveness that's coming in. And look at you being decisive. I like it. Knowing what you want. 1101. There's wish fulfillment that's coming in. There's new stability that's coming in. And the 5 of Swords came out. So I feel like you're turning away from these old versions of yourself that were really hurt, that acted on that pain. The 5 of Swords can indicate some sort of shady behavior. I just feel like you're done with that chapter, or you're done dealing with people who are manipulative or instigating drama in your life. Look at the difference in climate. You know, I just feel like the Fool is so you, just like really ready to take on the sunshine, ready to get out in light and get out in the world. And get away from the drama, turning away from, I feel like some of you have been in a place where you're holding a grudge, or there have been multiple grudges that you're holding, and it's weighing you down. It's keeping you from operating at the pace that you need to operate at. And so what do you need to cut ties with? Because there is heartbreak or disappointment or dissatisfaction, or somebody has left. And yeah, I love that the 2 of Swords, I was saying that you're decisive. You're leaving that willfully blind aspect of you behind. I feel like you don't care to, like you're not afraid to see the truth anymore. You're not afraid. You're just like taking it on. It's like, come at me, bro. I'm ready. There may be somebody with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements that you don't trust, or that is being untrustworthy in some sort of way, or has been untrustworthy in some sort of way. And I feel like you're turning away from that chapter of how much it ripped, or like how the damage that it was done. You're not focused on the damage anymore. And I do feel like there could be just something with like shady behavior, feeling like a mental conflict, or there's people around who are contributing to mental conflict. It's like, go with God, turn away from drama, be done with whatever confusion has been perpetuating. Be done with the people, because that's the thing, Libra. Y'all are the like divine gatherers. You're the ones who like, you're the social butterfly. You can mix and mingle and attract everybody. But just because you can doesn't mean you should. And I feel like Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising, there are people who have shown you who they are. Do you believe them? Someone has shown you the content of their character, and you need to believe them. No more blindfolds, no more being afraid of looking at it. It's time to see everything for as it is. Because I feel like there's been a lot of emotion, intuition, drama that's been put on the back burner, or that has caused a distance from your emotions. And Judgment Reverse came out in the center of the reading. You've been doubting yourself for too long. You've been ignoring the trumpet of truth. I feel like God's been trying to tell you, tug on you, like tell you which direction to go. The Divine's been trying to let you know, hey, like something, there are parts of you that are numb, that shouldn't be numb. There are parts of you that are supposed to be active and in motion and working towards the betterment of your life, the betterment of your community, the betterment of those around you, you and yours. Judgment Reverse says, I also feel like you've been judging yourself very harshly, judging other people very harshly. There could be just a lot of raw emotions, and I feel like subconsciously the Divine is like showing you what subconscious, like the divine's been showing you what subconscious settings need to be altered. I don't know why I just said that. I got a flash of heat. That almost made me like sweat. And I feel like some of us have been in a point where we're ignoring the divine or getting mad at other people because they've pointed out stuff that the divine has pointed out. There is something here. Yeah. Four of Pentacles reversed. I feel like no more holding on to what you've been holding on to. No more holding on to the sad story or the narrative or like, it's almost like you've created this thing in your head about like what you deserve or how your life is going to like turn out in some sort of way. And I feel like a lot of us, that narrative that's being purged has been stemmed from a period of pain. Has been stemmed from a period of being disrespected, manipulated, lied to. Possibly some of you cheated on. Some of you maybe got left or ghosted, or maybe you've closed yourself off to someone or to something, but you can't close yourself off to your inner self. You can't close yourself off to your higher knowing. The trumpet of truth doesn't just go away. It gets louder and louder until your ass is fucking deaf and that's all you can hear. We are no longer ignoring the stuff that we need to do to like get in fucking motion. And Judgment is Scorpio energy, so there may be somebody with Scorpio placements coming in that is revealing something to you, or you may like, there's some like indirect kind of lesson that you're learning, or something that you learn by way of uncomfortable situations. Judgment reverse is also, I mean, Judgment is Pluto, and Pluto is actually retrograde in Capricorn. Pluto comes back into Aquarius January 21st, 2024. And I just feel like excuse me, ooh, all right. I feel like while Pluto is retrograde in Capricorn, there is this movement. Like the divine is moving obstacles that we did not have the opportunity to move for ourselves. A way gets made where we have not seen a way. And what just flew out hella upright is the Two of Wands. The divine's been trying to tell you, yo, you got way more power. Wait, you have so much power in your hands. You have the world in your hands. The world is your fucking oyster, babe. What are you gonna do? I feel like also a lot of us have been in recovery, and we've been in recovery for too long. Your whole life cannot be a healing journey. It's not meant to be a healing journey, your entire life. At some point you heal, and then you get to like experience life as this healed thing. But if we're always only focused on what needs healing, then everything becomes a healing journey, and that's fucking exhausting. It's exhausting as a reader to like have to work with people who, you know, I'm constantly in that healing phase with people. And so there is this, dang, I shuffled again, the Empress. Final card, final message. Let me just stop talking. I feel like you have been called to something bigger, called to something more. Some of you you're thinking about moving, thinking about traveling. There's international travel, there's domestic travel that's available to you. I just feel like there's something here about move something, shake something, get out of your comfort zone, allow yourself to move forward. There's like these same fears and like loops of the mind are gonna just keep staying there, because for a lot of us, we've been doing the same shit and expecting different results, and that's fucking insanity. And we're not doing it anymore. The divine's not gonna let us do it anymore. Move or be moved. And I feel like with the Two of Wands, the way that they're facing Judgment, there's something about like giving the world to yourself, letting yourself have the world, letting these parts of you that you suppress come forward and expand. Some of you need to use your voice. Some of you need to sing, need to shout, need to write, need to advocate, need to understand that you're divinely supported and taking the road less traveled. It's time to move. It's time to go forward. It's time to like do different things. For some of you, this is strictly about traveling. For some of you, this is about like, do you know, also, I'm so sorry. I don't know why it's coming out harsh like this. Venus is about to go into Virgo, and we're all going to get our asses handed to us. Because Venus in Virgo is the 9 of Pentacles. You know, Venus in Virgo is really wanting you to get your shit together. And I just feel like for some of you, the divine has been telling you for too long to act on this thing, to do this thing. Fucking do it. I feel like the divine's done with your excuses that you're making for yourself of why you keep allowing life to stay the same. It has everything to do with your mindset. It has everything to do with the words that you say. Words are spells. What are you casting over yourself with the words that you say? And I don't care how many years you've tried to do X, Y, Z and blah, blah, blah. How long are we going to keep doing this? It's different for everybody, but I don't know why I'm yelling at y'all, but for some of you know exactly what this is. You've been like doing the same thing and expecting a different result. For me, as a Libra rising, this has been, God's been telling me to quit smoking weed as excessively as I have been for years. And finally, it just happened. I just started like doing this where it was just like, I'm only smoking at night. Because I just have so much in me that I want to get out and I don't need to be slowed down anymore. And I feel like you are having your own reasons, like you understand your story. But I also feel like you've been telling yourself this same story, making these same excuses for long enough. And the divine is like, bam, I'm putting the world in your hands. What you going to do with it? I'm giving you this opportunity. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to stay the same or are you going to change? Final card, final message, please, for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Libra season 20. Hey, baby! Happy birthday, Libra Suns. But this final card, I'm telling you, I feel like you're being pushed. Like the divine is like pushing you to move forward, to take this leap of faith. Interesting. So all these cards are like looking out at something. There's like this, gosh, why are my words escaping me? It's like there's this kind of poetic looking out and observing the world, allowing yourself kind of like daydreamy energy. Like the fool is looking up, looking towards the divine, has full faith that the earth will rise to meet his feet if he takes that step. The 5 of Swords is looking back, looking in the past, looking at people who have walked away, looking at the things that they gave up to walk away. Some of you are just like, how dare, like you gave this up, you did this thing to me, or some of you are blaming yourself. Either way, I feel like you're not, some of us have been like romanticizing our pain, or it's like a part of your identity in a way that is just not serving you anymore. And I just feel like just because that was your story doesn't mean that that's your story going forward, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. There is something here about a new perspective and the divine really pushing you forward, pushing you towards love, towards life, towards liberty, and a proper pursuit of happiness. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Pentacles. And so this season is all about bettering yourself. It's about luxuriating yourself, taking care of yourself, darling. Eating well, sleeping well, getting out in nature, getting out in the world. It's like, I don't care. The spirit does not care what your excuses are. Shit or get off the pot. Let go or be dragged. There's so much for you to receive. And how are you going to receive this stuff if you keep your hands full of heartbreak? And how are you going to receive that, the new life, the new love, the new experience, the new passion, the new depths? How are you going to see it if you're still stuck in the past? If you're focused on what was, you are not preparing for what is. There is so much fun, intensity, depth, new love, new connection to the divine, new connection to the God of your understanding that's coming in, a depth that's coming in. And I feel like the divine, it's like coming in, like, see the bird is like the dove is like going downward into the cup. I feel like the divine is like implanting spirit in you, sweetness, love, emotionality. There's this reinvigoration, you feeling at a surplus. For some of you, there's someone with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements coming in, but I feel like you get to the point where your cup runneth the fuck over because you are done ignoring or pacifying. Some of you are making light of the fact that you're in pain. Some of you have dismissed it. Some of you have moved on. Some of you try to act like you ain't got no trauma, or like you're not, like you don't feel nothing, and that's just not working for you. And maybe that's where I was saying, like in the beginning, where I felt like it felt like airheady, or it felt like dissociative in some sort of way. And it's just like, no mas, we're not doing that anymore. God's not going to let you do it anymore. Because it's like, if you understand you have the world in your hands, then you're going to act differently, and you're going to believe differently about yourself, about your station, about where things are going in life. You're going to start to believe in yourself in a different way, and the divine's like, all right, they ready. I can bring in I can give them the goodness. I can give them the good stuff. Or are you going to stay in this same place of I'm not worthy of having the good stuff and blah, blah, blah. I don't mean to make light of it or be dismissive about it, but it just feels like fucking come on. Come the fuck on. You have this one life in this body, and it's time to get fucking busy living to the fullest. Go for the gold. Take care of yourself. And it starts with giving your body the nutritional input that it needs so it can give you the energetic output that you're asking of it. And allowing yourself to reconnect with like the substance, like the rock. We are on a flying fucking rock. Connect with it. And you won't feel so scared, or you won't feel so uncertain. Some of us like haven't been able to get outside and haven't been able to get out in nature, and it's just like, no more excuses. I don't care if someone has to carry you out there. Ask. You're a fucking Libra. People will do anything for you if you ask. Let's get into it. I'll see you over on Patreon. I'm sorry I'm yelling at you, but I'm not. Venus in Virgo is going to sweep us all the fuck up. And no longer are you allowed to be feeling down on yourself, being like having your pity party, or isolating yourself, or this narrative, this always happens to me, blah, blah, blah. If that's your mindset, then yes, absolutely, it will continue to keep happening to you. I love you. But we're not staying the same anymore. You are being analyzed. You are being pruned. And I just feel like the power of your mind is about to be revealed to you. The power of your intellect, the power of the words that you speak. And it's like the divine's trying to give you the upgrade. It's like your how our phones get updates. The divine's trying to give you an update, but you steady holding on to the old programming, and then getting mad at the divine because you don't see this. You're not looking at it. We can't be stuck. Like, we're not doing the same thing anymore. Let go or be dragged. I love you. I'll see you over on Patreon. Patreon.com/JustJEverything. All right, Libra, let's get into it. Venus is going into Virgo. Let me confirm. Venus is going into Virgo on October 8th. And there's something here about like what is worthwhile is being defined. You are redefined. I feel like you are really being asked to better yourself, to focus on yourself. Where Libra is we, Aries, your shadow, your opposite is me. And I feel like the divine is about to be showing you how you being focused on everybody else, you prioritizing everybody else, is insufficient. And it leads to insufficient funds. It leads to a like morally corrupt or morally bankrupt kind of internal constitution that is just not for you. So with the Fool being the first card out, no fear, baby. No fear. Some of you want to get away, want to escape. Stay away. There may be somebody that's more nomadic that really is inspiring you in some sort of way, but I feel like you want to start something new. You want a more nomadic life. You want to travel more. This is very just like, why not? What are you waiting for? What's keeping you from moving forward? And like, are you tuned in? Are you like aware of what's really going on? Because yes, a lot of this is about faith, but a lot of this is about situational awareness. You know, remember how I was saying that there was like that dissociative feeling in a way? And I just feel like I don't want your head in la la land and you missing the details in front of you. Making sure that you're not oblivious, that you're aware of the risks, you know? And so what can you, or what do you want to create with your free will? Please clarify the Fool. I just feel like you're being called to trust yourself, no matter how crazy the concept is. You're not that like stupid little kid anymore. You won't make the mistakes that you did before. You won't ignore yourself the way that you did before. And you're being called to trust yourself. You are supported. There's unlimited potential and opportunity around you. This is just, if you're waiting on a sign, this is it. Here's your fucking sign. Please clarify the Fool for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Page of Pentacles reversed. I feel like you've had a business idea. You've had this goal in mind. You have this vision of yourself, and we have not been doing the steps that we need to, we haven't been taking the steps that we need to take in order to like plant the seeds that need to be planted. Period. And I just feel like some of us may have been really immature or frivolous with our money. And some of us have or been unable to work. Some of us have been unable to provide, unable to do what we need to do. And I just feel like that thing that is telling you you're unable to do it, that's changing. What do we need to leap towards? What is this? You're needing to leap towards reinventing yourself. Leap towards being diligent, being managing your time better, managing your money better. Do you do the things that you say that you're going to do? Can you create a plan and like stick to it? The Page of Pentacles is very like this is good news coming in, but the Page of Pentacles reversed is very much so like you're not trusting in the opportunity. Like all this yellow here, it's like you're not trusting in the momentum that's being built or handed towards you. And that's what I'm saying, let go or be dragged. It's time to get rid of fear. Like, do you know, whether you fall on your face or fall into grace, either way, it's up to you. Because it looks like if you leap, you're going to fall into grace. You're going to fall into faith. You're going to fall into a brand new path. And it's time to tap into that free spirit. And in order to do that, you may need to untether or move away from some folk. Please clarify the Five of Swords. There's some stuff that has happened that has you in a place where you're afraid to trust your emotions, or you're afraid to be emotional. Someone has really impacted your confidence. I feel like somebody has like made you forget how special you are. Someone has made you forget like what you bring to the table. And I just feel like the divine is really pushing past that. or is moving you past that. You know, I just feel like with the Fool being the first card out, that's a lucky card. You will be in the right place at the right time. So, what does this risk, how do I want to word this? It's like you taking this risk, what does it help? How does it help you? How does it help other people? What are you ready to start? What do you need to let go of? What tools are required? Are there details being ignored? Because there's definitely a positive movement in money, but you definitely, like, remember, faith without works is dead. You're entering some sort of a new phase. You're expanding your horizons and you're headed into the unknown, and you need to prepare for the unexpected. And I'd rather you out here being prepared, ready for calculated risks, rather just winging it and you end up looking foolish. Do your part to prepare for the experience that you want to have. What do we need to cut ties from? Please clarify the Five of Swords. There could be a cutting of a tie with someone with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements. I feel like it's time to cut ties, maybe even taking a break from like technology or giving yourself a break. You need time by water. Look at all the water. Water here in the background. Water, like her foot is in the water. The water and the Ace of Cups. What do we need to cut tie from? I feel like there's a lot of rejuvenation in water. You need to drink more water, drink a better quality of water, being in more bodies of water. What does Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising need to cut ties from? Definitely this Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Also, some of you are being really argumentative. You're picking fights. You're being... like some of you are instigating, and I feel like you're picking fights and instigating, and there's a lot more arguing going on because you're not honoring your whatever truth is coming up. You know, like the Judgment reverse appears when like the universe is trying to send you a fucking message and you're not listening. And I'm telling you, here's your fucking sign. Get out of your comfort zone. Move something, shake something. You know, I just feel like you misjudging yourself and you misjudging other people could cause you to like miss opportunities. So eyes wide open. This is not the time to be cautious. This is not the season to be cautious. You're being told to move forward with pride and with confidence and with this awareness of what you have and what you hold on to, what you carry with you. It's time to turn away from arguing, turning away from these people who, you know, are really petty, or you being really petty. It's like if you're mad, like this could be like it's time to go to therapy. It's time to there's something here. It's like you need to turn away from cutting other people down, maybe being mean to other people, or rude or sharp, or like being a, you know, like mean girl, like Regina Georgie in some sort of way. This could be people around you who are behaving that way. I feel like there may be somebody that's just very combative, or someone that's, you know, going full force on their cause, and it's just not gelling with your vibe in some sort of way. But you got to stop withholding your truth, because it's making you move inauthentically. That people-pleasing shit, sorry to bust your bubble, but it ends up making you a liar. And in that people-pleasing shit, it's you inadvertently telling people that you don't trust them to handle the truth, that you don't trust them to like be adults, that you don't trust them to like think for themselves or behave accordingly or be respectful. And if you got to people please with everybody around you, then you're around the wrong people, and then that's going to turn you into one of the wrong people. So stop withholding your truth. The universe is fucking watching you. The divine is watching you, and you need to tap into courage, faith to move forward. Please clarify Judgment reversed. I I also feel like some of you haven't given yourself like the time or the space that you need to like really think about a matter or learn the lessons from the last time you popped off or the last time you allowed somebody like this in your life. I just feel like there are lessons that need to be learned in order to move forward with awareness. And if you don't give yourself the time, the space, the distance, it's like those aha moments wouldn't, the light bulbs wouldn't have come on if you didn't have the distance. So I feel like whoever has walked away or whatever fight is ensuing or whatever thing you instigate or this other person instigates, it's just like give yourself the space so that you can objectively observe what happened. Some of you could be like way too critical about like your actions or way too critical about this air sign's actions, way too critical about someone who cares about you. And you're just not giving yourself the forgiveness that you need to move forward, or not giving this other person the forgiveness that's needed to move forward. And it's like, if you want to stay mad, but you can't stay mad and be in this relationship or be in this marriage or be in this connection. You know? It's like we're not healing if we keep bringing up old shit. Please clarify judgment reversed. And so I feel like the universe is calling you to something bigger. And the call will only get louder because it's coming from inside the house. So you got to push past that fear, push past that self-doubt, and trust that the divine has your fucking back. And trust that this is all happening for a very specific reason. So get moving. The divine has been telling you to move forward, has been telling you to stop doubting yourself, has been telling you to invest in yourself in these very specific ways. And I feel like shit is on the up and up, and you finally are being able to move. Give yourself the opportunity to. Please clarify the Two of Wands. And you're needing to go face first, head first into whatever that divine nudge is. And for a lot of you, you have a lot of them. You're good at a lot of things. But you know what the one is. You know what you're supposed to be doing. And a lot of us are just ignoring that because it's going to require change or it's uncomfortable. And we're not here. Exactly. We ain't here to be fucking comfortable. But you've been sitting around, closed off, sad, pouting, and holding on to the past for way too long, to the point where it's kept you defensive. And that defensiveness has you holding on stuff, has you retaining weight, has you holding grudges. Which repressed emotions are how physical ailments manifest in the body. So your secrets and the shit that you don't say eventually makes you sick, which is why the divine's given you this opportunity to recover so you can experience progress forward in this metamorphosis and turning away. I also feel like turning away from this kind of behavior, but also finally getting the lessons, because these swords are tools. In tarot, swords are thoughts, words, legalities, mindsets, lessons. It's data. And if you ain't looking at the data, what are we doing? Please clarify the Ace of Cups. How does the Ace of Cups manifest for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising? For Libra season 2023. Peace, travel, expansion, closing of a door, closing of a chapter. But you have to break free. You have to, and again, the Two of Swords, you have to leave behind that indecision. I know, Libra, I know you got a lot of options, and I know that you want to weigh them all out, and you want to see how things go and what's the best move for you. But this is a time to learn how to make right decisions quickly, and you do that by way of connecting to your spirit. And identifying what is an internal yes, what is an internal no. So you're not sitting around vacillating constantly. Yeah, you're breaking away. Again, this turning away from conflict. And then bam, sweetness, joy, fun, festivities. 1111, wish fulfillments comes in. Happy birthday, babe. You deserve this. And not only do you deserve it, but you deserve to prove that you can do it for yourself. Autonomy, independence, pioneering. That's all that shit is Aries shit, and it's in your shadow, and you have direct access to it, and it's time to start using it. I love you. You got this.